Today we're looking at Tradeify, a prop firm I've been using in 2025. I'm going to do a full review on the rules of the prop firm just with the most up-to-date information. I'll walk you through the website, the rules, payouts. We'll look at some statistics on Payout Junction and Trustpilot, my experiences with them, and how they compare to other prop firms. So arriving on the homepage of their website, we see an overall clean website. I love that the plans are right here. You see the general rules and everything like that, the different account types. A little introduction. We see right here the current discounts. With most prop firms, right, we see a revolving discount that's always helping them optimize their pricing with the given market conditions and people buying accounts, failure rate. I'm sure all of that is accounted in what kind of pricing they can give. Say I am an affiliate, I am biased, so you can use my code to get the current promotion. Whatever the current best deal is, you can always use code Luna to get that. You can use the link in the description or just use code Luna at checkout. So scrolling down, we see there's an account dashboard, help center, join our Discord. I always love getting in Discords of the firms I'm using. That way I can ask questions there and talk to other users who are experiencing the same thing as me. And then we have the 3 different types of accounts. So starting at the cheapest one, we have the advanced account. The advanced account is known for its intraday drawdown. So we see the cost here is the cost without the discount. So actually with the current pricing, it's a little bit cheaper, and we'll see that on my spreadsheet we'll look at in a second. We have the contract size, the profit target. So that's what you need to pass the account, right? $3,000 for the 50K, $6,000 for the 100K, and $9,000 for the 150K. Contract size, I can't imagine actually trading 5 minis in a 50K. You know, that's asking for trouble. That's pretty much if you're just trying to YOLO it. So I don't even pay attention to this. This is more than I need, but we have 5 minis, 10 minis, and 15 minis, or equal conversion to micros. On the advanced account, there's no daily loss limit, but there is that trailing intraday drawdown. So we have $2,000, $3,000, and $4,500 respectively for the trailing drawdown. And minimum days to pass is just 1 day. So that means you could buy an account, try to pass it in 1 day, 1 trade, whatever. It's just a possibility there. For me, I always find that the quicker I try to pass them, the higher rate of failure I have. There is a reset fee and an activation fee in the advanced account. We will see that in the growth and straight to fund it, there's no activation fee. In the straight to fund it, there's no more fees at all. It's a one-time fee. In the growth account, just like in the advanced, is a monthly fee. The growth account, moving on to the growth account, we can see it's a much higher cost. So it's almost like it's around double or more the cost of it. And again, this is the cost without the current discount. Also have the reset fee, also a little more expensive, but no activation fee. Another big difference with the growth account is that there is an end of day trailing drawdown. So huge difference. That's normally one of the first things I'm looking at with the prop firm. And now I started using accounts with intraday in other firms. But with Tradeify, I'll just spoil alert, I'm only using the straight to fund it so far. And I'm on my second set of accounts at that too. So I bought 5. I actually blew them all. I was copy trading them. And now I'm trading my second set. So we have a daily loss limit in the growth account. No daily loss limit in the advanced account. But I think the most important thing is that end of day drawdown versus the intraday, and the activation fee versus no activation fee. And that has to do with the style of my trading though. Those are the things that are important to me. Depending on your trading style, I think there might be an account that fits each individual a little bit better. If I know I have a higher pass rate, I might be wanting to spend a little bit more in the growth and not have to pay that activation fee. If I know that I might take 3 or 4 accounts before I pass it, or have to pay multiple months in a row if I'm trading really slow and steady, which could be really good, then maybe I'd rather use the advanced account and only have to pay the activation fee once I actually pass the account, and in the meantime pay less. So I think there's something here for everyone. So in the growth account, we have that daily loss limit for like the soft breach. That's where it will just lock you up the account for the rest of the day, and then you can keep trading the next day. Max trailing drawdown, again, that is end of day. We see that in the growth account, the max trailing drawdown is a little bit higher, right? Like on the 100K, it's 3,500. With the advanced, it's 3,000. We'll look at that on my spreadsheet. You'll get a better comparison between the accounts there. Still 1 day to pass and 0 activation fee again on the growth account. So now moving on to the straight to sim fund it. This is the one-time fee account where you go straight to fund it. There is a minimum of 10 trading days before you can get a payout, and there's even more rules on top of that we will look at. Max account's 5, so that's for any sim funded account. Max account is 5 once you go fund it. So if you have an advanced account, growth account, it doesn't matter. You can only have 5 accounts altogether. The consistency rule here is 20%, and that's important because with the advanced and growth, once you're in fund it, it's actually a 35% consistency rule. So on the straight to fund it, we have a trailing max drawdown of 1,000 on the 25K. This is also the only model that offers the 25K that Tradeify has. And we have the max trailing drawdown of 1,000. Again, that's end of day drawdown. And then on the 50K, we have a $2,000 drawdown. On the 100K, $4,000 drawdown. And on the 150K, we have a whopping $6,000 drawdown. So Tradeify only uses Tradovate. I actually love that. I use NinjaTrader, so you can have any amount of Tradovate accounts on there. You could even have a personal account on there and copy trade it with simulated accounts. You can also open up Tradovate in the web app, and you can trade Tradovate on TradingView. But I use NinjaTrader, so this is perfect for me. I know there's many other platforms out there that Tradovate works with. So I love that they use Tradovate, and something happened, I could open it on my phone and close out positions and things like that. This is the Tradeify dashboard. So you can see my 5 accounts. One of my favorite features is the journal here. So we'll look at that in a second. Right here, you can see my profit per account, consistency rating, the days traded, some basic info about it. I have 150K and 4 25Ks right now. I blew my first 5 accounts, and then I guess I got one other one before this. So I'm on account 11 right now. I haven't always traded them all together. Currently, I'm just trading them all copy traded though. One thing that sets Tradeify apart is the journal. So if you click view journal, you can see a dashboard that has all of your statistics. Right now, it's the sum of all of my accounts, which I love that. I think looking at them all together really encourages the best trading practices, and seeing those red days, those accounts you blow or anything like that. Right now, I only have the accounts that are currently active selected. I can really sum it up. If I had some big losses in one account, it's going to add it all together, so I know if I'm net positive or not between them all. So right now, you can see I'm up 1.74K. Trade win rate is 60%. And you can see these different statistics here. You have the Sage score, which is somehow putting together your win rate, profit factor, average win versus loss to create a score. I think it's good that it's over 50 now. For a while, it's right below 50, so I'm happy to be at 52%. You can see these other features here. Trade Journal has each day of trading on here. You can see different stats for each day. Trade Log has each individual trade on here. Reports. So I think this is different statistics that you can filter through, looking at the best month, lowest month, average per month, different things like that. So really cool to go deep into your statistics here, and I love that they offer that. I think that just is a good sign showing that they're encouraging good trading. They want you to see your statistics. I love this. I love that you can select the different accounts and view them individually or together. You could even view accounts that you blew. So I think this really helps set a good path as a trader to learn from the losses and to really treat these accounts seriously. So before we get in the details of the rules, let's look at payout junction. So starting with the last 24 hours, we can see Tradeify ranks number 2 in payouts, $185,000. Number of payouts, 60. Largest single payout, 15,000. So that's pretty good. We can see below it, a lot of them are much lower, right? 2,000, 3,000, 7,000. So 15,000, that's really good compared to the other ones listed here. Moving to the last 7 days, we have it at number 3. Top 1 futures right above it, and then funding pips. I actually don't know about funding pips. So we have $1.3 million of payouts in the last 7 days. That's 400 payouts. Largest single payout is 24,000. That's really good. And average payout size is 3,200. So the fact that they're making $24,000 payouts, which we'll actually learn what the max payout is in a moment, but I think that's really good. Latest payout 4 hours ago. They do have an anytime payout, so I think these stats look really good. Let's see the last 30 days, and it ranks number 2. $6.18 million in the last 30 days of payouts. So, and they're a relatively new firm, so I think this was really good. $39 million all time in payouts, almost $40 million in payouts. So let's move on to look at the Trustpilot. I don't even know if you can trust Trustpilot. Looking at Trustpilot, we can see there's no red flags, 575 reviews. I'm kind of surprised there's not more. 4.8 stars, so that's fine, right? There's a few little 1-star ratings there, but at the end, I have never heard any bad things about Tradeify not paying. They're known for quick payouts. I've been watching so many people take payouts with them. So let's look at my spreadsheet of the rules laid out and the different account types, right? So we have the advanced, growth, and straight to fund it. We have the different size of accounts, the cost before the discount. Here's the cost with the current discount. This is the profit target for the evaluation phase. So in the advanced and growth, you have to reach these profit targets. It's pretty straightforward, 3,000, 6,000, and 9,000. This is the drawdown per cost of the account. So for every dollar you spend, this is how many dollars of drawdown you get. We can see as we go to the cheaper accounts, the advanced accounts, you're actually getting a lot more drawdown per dollar that you spend. But of course, that's paired with the intraday drawdown and the activation fee, for example. Here we have the ratio of the drawdown to the profit target. So in the straight to fund it, it's all the same ratio, but in the growth and in the advanced, we can see how it changes slightly, but it doesn't stand out as much. There's some profit that use a variety of ratios depending on which size account it is. But with Tradeify, we can see that they're pretty much all very similar. So this is the funded profit goal. So when you're in a funded account, like the advanced growth, when you're in the advanced or the growth funded account, this is what your goal is before you can take a payout. Here in the straight to funded, you can see this is what your goal is there. And then this is the daily loss limit. So in the straight to funded, you do have a daily loss limit, none in the 25K though. And then this is the minimum amount you need to take the payout. Here we can also see a table I took from the website of the payout profit goal. So the 25K to the 150K. So once you've taken one payout, then your second payout, there's a lower profit goal by actually pretty drastically, especially in the bigger account. And then after a third payout, it actually goes down even again in the bigger accounts, in the 100K, 150K. And then the second table here is the maximum payout you can take. So payout one in the 50K, 100K, and 150K, we can see 1,500, 2,000, and 2,500 respectively. And then on the second payout, it starts going up how much you can take out. So it goes up all the way up to payout 6, and then after payout 6, each subsequent payout after the 6 can be any amount up to $25,000 per account. So pretty much with the max 5 funded accounts and max $25,000 per account, that means you could take out a max of $125,000 at a time. I love that straightforward. You know, it's a lot of different working parts, but compared to most prop firms, Tradeify has some of the most straightforward rules. As a trader who's using many different prop firms, I want to be able to just know what I'm getting into, and when I put that account on, I want to make it pretty simple to know, can I trade the news or not? Can I do this? Can I do that? Is it intraday, end of day? I don't want too many extra variables to think about, so I appreciate Tradeify has kept it really simple. I know it's a hard balance that they're having to do to stay profitable as companies and to offer a competitive product. So we can see all this information here. Also, we have some of the rules here. Profit split 90-10, so that's the same on all accounts. You keep 90% and they take 10%. I think there is an initial amount that you keep the full amount of. We'll look at that in a second. Straight to funded, we have the 20% consistency compared to once you're funded in the growth and advanced, it's a 35% consistency. So that is a huge difference. That means you can have a little bit wider swings in your trading in the growth and advanced accounts. For many traders, that might be desirable to get that extra 15% in the consistency range. In the advanced account, again, we have the $125 activation fee, intraday drawdown, same profit split. All accounts have anytime payouts, minimum trading days of 10, and you need 5 or more days, greater than 150, 200, or 250, depending which account you're in, right? 50, 100, or 150K. So we can look at the rules here on their website. So here's the advanced growth account payout policies. Actually, this is what I already have on that sheet, but you can see it in more detail here. I'm going to put all the links to these pages in the description below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're there and the like button. I appreciate it. Something you can do to support the channel. So here we can see the amount you need to take a payout. This is 2,100, 3,100, and 4,600. So the way they describe it here is it's the same as the trailing max drawdown, but plus a $100 buffer. So you need to be up the amount of the drawdown plus $100. And this is for the advanced and growth account. So this is payout requirements. This is saying that minimum you need of 5 days or more, $150, $200, or $250 in the 150K. Another way to remember the profit target is that it's $100 over what the drawdown limit is. So pretty much you need to have your same drawdown amount above the starting balance of the account plus $100. So here we can see the max trailing drawdown in the advanced account plus the $100 buffer will give you a minimum balance needed to take a payout. So 2,100 in the 50K, 3,100 in the 100K, 4,600 in the 150K. For the growth account, we can see here, same thing, the max drawdown, we have 2,000, 3,500, 5,000 plus $100 is the minimum balance needed. Once you meet all the requirements for the payout, you can submit for payout anytime. It'll show you a status. Once it's changed to approved, your funds are immediately withdrawn from your account. Payments will be issued within 24 hours. So I've always heard of fast Tradeify payouts. And then here are those minimum amounts that we already looked at, 500, 1,000, and 1,500. And yeah, this is the same table that I have in the other page. Here's an explanation of the consistency rule. They explain it here with a formula. The way that I always think about it is that your biggest trading day, divide that by the total profits you have in the account, and that is the consistency. So if you had $5,000 in the account and your biggest winning day was exactly $1,000, then that is exactly exactly 20%. Biggest winning day divided by total profits, and here you can see their example of it. So for the advanced and the growth account, it is 35%, and for the straight to fund it is 20%. So they have examples there. Let's keep looking. Here's the straight to sim funded accounts. We have the daily loss limit on these ones, trailing max drawdown. This is the same information I have on the other page. Consistency rule of 20%. Here's the payout policy for the straight to sim funded. Traders receive 90%, right? It's all the same information here. Profit goals. Profit goal goes down, right, with each payout we get. Payout 1, payout 2, and payout 3 and beyond. It's actually a substantial difference, especially like look at the 150K. The first payout profit goal is $9,000, then $4,500, and then $3,000. So substantially different, especially like compared to the 50K, it's $3,000, $2,000, and $2,000. Never goes back down as much. When in the 150K, it's going down to about 30% of the original amount. And then here are the payout tiers for the straight to sim funded. Minimum payout is $1,000. So this is the max you can take out in each account right here after 4 payouts. If you're tired of confusing rules, slow payouts, or you want the straight to sim funded model, then definitely worth checking out Tradeify. You can use my code LUNA and the link in the description to get the best deal on all accounts. Let me know your experience trading Tradeify and other prop firms in the comments, and catch me live on YouTube Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. EST. Thanks for watching, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace out. Quick shout out to my sponsor, 3 Commas, an all-in-one API to manage your trades and manage your portfolio. You can view multiple wallets, exchanges, build virtual portfolios. You can even trade a demo account on 3 Commas. And so they have advanced features like signal bots, where you can create your own bots using different parameters, or even create your own strategy on TradingView or using ChatGPT, like in one of my videos. The DCA bot, grid bot, smart trade. So it's pretty much a lot of advanced trade types, right? In the smart trade, you can do multiple take profits, stop loss, trailing stop loss, move it to break even, multiple parameters, split the targets, add a trail. You can do multiple entries, really control your trading exactly how you want, and manage open positions as well. You can see here are some of my open positions that I've taken recently. I'm mostly using the smart trades and the grid bot. The smart trades I use for my swing trades positions. The grid bots I run on just positions I want to hold for a while. I consider these a hedged long. I'm not only turning them on during ranges, I'm also just using them the long. So I use 3 Commas for my own trading. If you want to check them out, link in the description. You can use my link for a free trial, code LUNA at checkout for an additional 10% off.